Hey, what's this? Could it be bread dough? Hi, everybody. It's me, Ellen, your crazy baker friend, at it again in my kitchen with my wonderful husband shooting the video. And I just made one recipe of challah dough. There is a video on this YouTube channel for my challah, so you can get that recipe there. But you know what? I'll be nice and I'll put it in the description of this video. I have divided this, I wanted to grow back together. I've divided this into 3 hunks of dough. And I'm not going to make you watch me roll out the whole thing. But what I'm going to do is make babka. And you can use challah dough, you can use brioche dough. It just kind of is a choice. And today I'm going to use 3 different fillings. And I'm going to go sneak them out of the refrigerator. Right here. So, I have 3 different things that I am going to use, actually 4 in a way, for the babka fillings. So, the first one is poppyseed filling. Now, years ago when my mom used to make poppyseed coffee, yeast dough coffee cake, we bought the solo poppyseed filling in the can, and it was delicious. And you can certainly do that. I had to make mine from scratch. I know that if you watch my videos regularly, you know that I have an allergy, a deathly allergy to tree nuts, and the solo poppyseed filling can has a cross-contamination allergen warning for tree nuts. So, like a lot of other things, I had to make my own. I will try to find the recipe for the poppyseed filling. It's not terribly difficult, but it is a little bit time consuming. You have to grind the poppy seeds, which seems crazy because they're so small. I know, but you really do have to grind them. And then I think, if I remember, you cook it with like egg and sugar. And but I had this in the freezer, and it should be just enough. So that's one of the fillings for one of the babkas. The second one is a chocolate tahini, and that probably sounds weird. Looks like that. Now, a lot of you probably like Nutella. Obviously, Nutella, well, you might not know, but Nutella is a chocolate hazelnut spread. Hazelnut is a nut. I can't eat that, so I had to find something else. Yes, I could make a chocolate filling. I'm just not choosing to today. This is chocolate tahini, and if you don't know what tahini is, it's sesame paste. But this is like candy, folks. This is absolutely yummy. And it also comes in a vanilla flavor, which I like even more. And if any of you have ever eaten the Israeli sesame candy called halva, that's what these taste like. It's really delicious. The vanilla especially. And I'm a chocolate girl, but this vanilla stuff, oh my God, it's so good. The third thing, this Detroit girl always has Sanders hot fudge, and this is milk chocolate hot fudge. This girl always has Sanders hot fudge in the refrigerator. One in the refrigerator and one I have in the pantry waiting. My family, we just have to have it. It's just one of those things we always have. And I'll probably have to put this in the microwave because it's so solid that I won't even be able to spread it. But I won't want to melt it down. I'll just soften it slightly. And that will be the third thing that I use for a third filling. This challah recipe is so big that I think that I will be able to get away with 3 fillings. So I don't want you to have to watch me rolling all this dough out and letting it rest for the gluten to relax so I can get it thinner. So we will turn the camera back on after I have all 3 rolled out. So I have these rolled out, and as you can see, all I do is pick them up and move them, and they shrink. So when it's their turn, I'll roll them out again a little bit more. I am never the one who's super good at getting like a perfect rectangle or anything like that. I'm just going to turn this just to make it, look how much it shrunk just with me picking it up. It's crazy. So I'm just gonna roll it out just a bit more. And I have softened, come on. I just want a reasonably straight edge. Come on, cooperate with me. Okay, we're almost there. I had it good and then I just had to pick it up. All right, so I have softened my sanders just a bit because I don't want it to be too gushy. And I have a frosting spreader type of a spatula. And I'm just going to spread. And I know this isn't enough, but I just don't want to put too much at one time, so I can always go in for more. Now, Sanders hot fudge, oh, I gotta rinse off my finger, hang on. Sanders hot fudge comes in a variety of flavors, but the one that I grew up with is the milk chocolate fudge. And that is what I like. Their dark chocolate fudge is delicious also. And I think they probably also have a caramel, but it's just not what my family is used to. Now there is a allergen warning on the back of this, but I've eaten it all my life. And so what I did is I called Sanders and I talked to a lady who has worked there for like all of her adult life. And she said, yes, the allergen warning is on there because we have nuts in the factory, but where they make the milk chocolate hot fudge is nowhere near. It's in a completely different room. And we only use the one machine for that one fudge. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep eating it. All right, so I am now going to just get this extra away from the edge. I'm gonna have to wash that before the next use. And I'm going to brush a little bit of water around this edge to make sure that when I try to stick it, it works. That's what the water was for. And I'm going to start rolling. And I hope I didn't use too much fudge and have it gush out. I'm just going to try and pull those pieces out a bit. Get my fingers all fudgy. Tuck in the seams a little bit. And perhaps a little gooey. And what I'm going to do is use a very, very sharp knife, my sharpest knife. Get rid of that clog over there. And I'm going to actually cut this down the middle, but I'm going to go for a smoother side and hope it stays together. So I'm going to keep kind of cleaning it in between. You know, the chefs on TV, other YouTube chefs that are not amateur like me, they make it look so easy. I am being careful. My husband's whispering, be careful. I'm being careful. And then, very carefully, I'm going to, oh, this is too goopy, I think. Okay, I think I melted it too much. So we twist with the cut side up. And it'll be a miracle if I can get this transferred, won't it? So let me wipe off my hands again. Rinse them off. The other fillings are not as sticky, I think, as this one. So let me see if I can get this done. I need another bench scraper. Can I do it? And of course, there's our phone. We're going to give a little pause while I get the next piece of dough ready. And we're back with the second hunk of dough that I am just rolling out again a little bit more. Bubble. Bubble! And almost there. All right, so now I've got my poppy seed filling. Oh, if you like poppy seeds and poppy seed filling, very different. This is very sweet, but oh, it's one of my favorite things. And of course, I made a new word. This is a memory, it's from my childhood. So of course it's something extra special. You may have had poppy seed filling in like a Danish type of a thing from bakery maybe. This, I'm hoping, is easier to work with. I've never actually made a poppy seed babka before, but I had the filling and I thought, well, I'm going to try it. And this is not as slippy slidey, I hope, as that fudge. That fudge was a last minute decision. Instead of making 2, I thought, well, maybe I can make 3 to give a variety for all of you to enjoy. So that's kind of why the fudge came in at the last minute, and I probably should not have chosen it because I didn't try it out first. All right. Oh, I just want to lick this. So yummy. Let me just see if I can, I don't want to get my fingers gooey again. All right. Put the lid on that. Brush the water, just so I can roll this up and have it stick hopefully better than the fudge. So I'm gonna again roll it. Mr. DeMille is coming in for a close-up. Right. Make sure that seam is a little better than I did last time. I'm just kind of pinching. And here we go. I'm just going to try a bench scraper to cut it instead of the knife. I feel like that's going to be easier because I can just go straight down. I know I'm unusually quiet, but I'm really concentrating. Okay. That looks a lot better, doesn't it, than the first one. So I'm going to join this end up here. And I'm just going to carefully twist, but keeping the cut side up with all the pretty layers. And that doesn't look as pretty up here, does it? Okay. Maybe put those under a little bit. And I think I'm actually going to do the same trick as before. Look at my hands. And use both bench scrapers again, because that made it a lot easier. Okay, and finally, we're going to use the tahini, but I need to clean things off, so we'll be right back. I have set my oven to 170, which is the lowest temperature, and I set the timer for 1 minute. At the end of 1 minute, which is almost here, 7 more seconds, I'm going to turn the oven off completely. We only want it to be about 80 to 85 degrees. Okay, end of timer, oven off. And this is the perfect rising temperature. See, it's not hot. I can touch the shelves, no problem. It's not hot, but it just feels like a very warm day. So like today, we're at about 85, 86, 87 degrees outside. It probably feels about the same out there as it does in my oven. So it's like when you walk out of a nice, cool air conditioning building and you feel the warmth, not quite fry an egg on the sidewalk warm, but quite warm. So I'm going to put the 2 babkas that I've already assembled in here to rise. And I'm gonna get that 3rd one done right now. So we're gonna walk back over to the island. I snuck a slurp of water while you weren't looking, or maybe you were looking. I'm just gonna roll, because it shrinks up because of that gluten. And here we go. Okay. Hopefully this will spread nicely without ripping the dough. Your friend Ellen here, you might think I'm the most careful baker who plans everything out, but honestly, a good 2/3 of what I do is fly by the seat of my pants. I wanted to try this today. I have made babka before, and I have made, my own chocolate sauce. Actually, I just took the beginnings of a brownie recipe and made it that, and it was a little overly gooey, but it tasted really delicious. Okay, and put a little more. Almost there. And sometimes when I can't make a decision, when I'm on video like this, I look at my husband and I say, should I? And I ask a question, and then he usually answers. Should I add a little bit of the vanilla or leave it chocolate? Oh, he's saying yes. This one is not as solid for some reason.
So,
yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna kind of marble it in a bit in the most unfancy way possible. You guys, I am not even close to a perfectionist. We had a conversation last night about folding money. When I fold money to put in my wallet, I just fold. I don't care what it looks like. I don't make the ends meet perfectly. I don't have perfectly folded, dollar bills or $5 bills in my wallet. And my husband does. And I guess he, for whatever reason, thinks that I'm just sloppy. And I am sloppy with some things. But what can I tell you? I am different. There you go. So I'm going to put the lid on this, get those over there, brush this with water. This is just to help the dough stick to itself. It's not a big If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it, but it did help the seams stick to each other. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to roll. Pinch the seam, kind of tuck in the ends a bit. Wipe my hands off again. I can't stand to have gooey hands. My mom said that when I was a little girl, I would get my hands messy in the sandbox or something. Mommy, Mommy, wash my hands. And she'd say, I just washed them 5 minutes ago. But Mom, I don't like how they feel. And she's like, oh. And she would wash my hands again. So I guess I have a problem. When I'm cooking, I must rinse my hands off or wash my hands a bazillion times. Okay, I'm gonna cut this one open. You know the drill by now, don't you? I think that the reason we were talking about this when we weren't videoing, the reason that that knife didn't work as well is because it's curved and not straight. So I'm finding this bench scraper way easier. Very carefully. All right. So again, I'm not going to join the tip this time. I'm just going to put it over like that. Everyone can come up with their own way to do this. And see how pretty that, can you imagine what that's going to look like? I think it's going to look beautiful. By the way, that noise you're hearing is my dishwasher. And again, my husband said, you want the dishwasher noise in your video? Like, it's a kitchen. We run the dishwasher. I might have other bread makers going. I might have something in the washing machine. It's a house. So no, I don't care. I don't care if you are hearing my dishwasher. All right. Oh, the dishwasher just finished. Okay. So I'm going to do my little trick with this works way better, you guys. Sorry, I can't move that over. Okay. I'm just gonna straighten it up in here a little bit. And ta-da! Washing my hands off again. Just a quick rinse. And I'm going to get that one in to rise with the others. I will update you on how, oh, sorry, he was shooting this and I just whisked it out from under the camera. One track mind. So now all 3 of these pretty babkas are rising. And now I'm going to set the timer for 40 minutes. And they should double in size. This challah recipe is the most amazing riser. That's why I was able to take a 2-pound recipe and fill 3 loaf pans. They grow big time. So I will update you with the rising. And in the meantime, I gotta clean up my kitchen. In here we have equal parts regular granulated table sugar and plain old tap water. I'm going to turn my burner to medium heat and I'm going to just cook this till it boils and the sugar will basically dissolve. Then I will take it off the burner and let it cool a bit. When the babkas are baked and come out of the oven, I will be brushing this sugar syrup, simple syrup, whatever it is, on, and that does a couple things. It makes it shiny, and it kind of seals it, and it just soaks in and makes it a little even yummier, and it's just standard operating procedure with babka. So I'm just going to stand here laboring over my hot cooktop. Just for you, actually. I just turned my air conditioning down lower because I'm starting to be a little uncomfortably warm. Anyway, I'm gonna cook this just until it boils and remove it from the heat, and you will see that I brush it on the absolute second that the babkas come out of the oven. Just sugar and water. Well, as you can see, they have absolutely doubled in size. So this is the one with the Sanders hot fudge. This is the one with the poppy seed filling. And this is the one with the tahini, the chocolate tahini, but you could use Nutella, or you could make a chocolate sauce that you could look up a recipe for. So I am now preheating the oven. I am not going to egg wash these because instead I will be brushing on this beautiful syrup with one of my silicone brushes. So that's all ready to go. I have about a little over 5 minutes left on the timer. We're just gonna take a peek. Ooh, wow. They are beautiful. I think I better tent them with foil though. I'll show you what they look like when they're out of the oven. Well, I am pretty happy with how these turned out. This one is the chocolate tahini. This one is the poppy seeds. You can see the little seeds. And this one is the Sanders. And I have been brushing the simple syrup, sugar water, whatever you want to call it. And I did see one video that says, don't waste it. Just keep brushing it on or pouring it over evenly because it will soak in. Sorry, I'm doing this myself and I'm not doing a very good job holding the phone and doing this. I'm trying. But aren't these gorgeous? I'm so excited. So I'm gonna let them cool in the pan just a little bit more. I almost just brushed the sugar water on my iPhone. That would have been really quite silly. But I am just going to keep adding more, and they're gonna look nice and shiny, probably be rather sticky. So in a while I will be brave and unmold these onto a wire rack, but they seem, yeah, I think I can pick that up, but I'm just gonna wait a bit. Okay, so look at these gorgeous things. I can't wait to cut in and show you what the inside looks like. Here's the sides. I just haven't slid them off the parchment yet. I want to wait till they've cooled for a while, just in case they're a little bit soft. It makes me nervous. I don't want to do that, wreck them until I cut them. So anyway, they're so pretty. I just took the parchment out from under them and I wanted to show you. I'm really proud of these guys. I don't have that much practice with these, and I've made a few, but they haven't been as pretty as this, so I am so excited. And I can't wait to cut them, but it'll be a while because I'm gonna cut them after dinner when my family is ready for dessert. And we don't have desserts very often, so this is a pretty exciting night. But this is the Sanders milk chocolate hot fudge. This is obviously the poppy seeds because you can see them. And this is the Soom, that's the brand name, chocolate tahini. And there you go. I'm going to link you to everything you need in the description. And don't forget how to find the description. If you're on a mobile device, you want to just look directly across the title to the right, under the bottom right corner of the screen, and down arrow down, it'll be a description. If you're on your computer, depending on what browser you are, it might be in a different place. You have to look for the description. I always post the recipes in full in the description, okay? If you have trouble finding it, send me a message here on YouTube. I will help you. And if you want to send me a message on Facebook, send it to, you'll find me under Ellen Walker Hoffman. Don't send me a friend request. Not that I don't want to be, not that I am opposed to making a lot of new friends, but I try to keep my friends list to my personal friends and family. Don't send me a friend's request, just find me and send me a message. Thank you, and I'll show you what these look like later when they're cut. And here they are, sliced. You can see the beautiful layers on the inside. I'm gonna carefully put this down. This one is the Sanders Hot Fudge. This one, you can probably tell, is the poppyseed. And this one is the Chocolate Tahini. And honestly, I don't even know which one I wanna taste first. I'm so excited. So Daddy, come here. Which one do you wanna be the taster of? Do you want to taste the Sanders, the poppy, or the chocolate first? The chocolate tahini.
I'll try the tahini.
Okay. Take a bite. You're on video.
I'm on video.
Is it good?
Delicious, yeah.
Now I'm going to taste the poppy. And I'm going to get these on my teeth. I just know it. Oh, yummy. So good. Yum, yum. Want to taste the Sanders? Okay. I'm going to put this down. With my mouth full. Bad manners. Sorry. I haven't tasted this, but if these two are good, this is going to be great. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like my video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, as I said before, go ahead and leave a comment. I always answer the questions. Recipes will be in the description of the video. If you can't find it, just message me and I'll help you out.